So we are back again with another video match preview, biggest game of our season. How many times have we said that in the Europa League? But we are facing... Good evening everyone. Good evening. Get the UNAI EMERY captions in there. It just had to happen. It really had to happen, as you all saw in that trailer. Yeah. Would be funny if Arteta's last game as Arsenal manager, then last nail in the coffin was to the hands of UNAI EMERY. That would be hilarious, wouldn't it? But this is a huge game for us, semi-finals of the Europa League, and doesn't get bigger than this, to be fair for us. Well, it does get bigger than this, but you know what I mean. For us at the moment, it's do or die because we are 6 points off Everton, who are in 8th. They have a game in hand, so that could be 9 points. So in the league, we are done. We are done in the league, and now it's all about the Europa League for us now, and we have to turn up. We have to perform because this is really it for us, and we are going to go through some match stats. Villarreal head coach UNAI EMERY comes up against his former club Arsenal and fellow Spanish counterpart Mikel Arteta, as the two teams do battle out for a place in the 2021 Europa League final. While the Liga side have won every European home game this season, Arsenal on a record unbeaten away run in this competition. Villarreal cruised to first place in UEFA Europa League Group I ahead of Maccabi Tel Aviv, Sivasspor and Karabag to reach the round of 32 for the 8th time before comfortably disposing of UEFA Champions League Group stage participants Salzburg and Dinamo Kiev, then also winning both quarter-final matches against Dinamo Zagreb. And then Arsenal, we all know, claim maximum points again in their group stage, and then obviously the group stage and then the knockout rounds as it happened. Previous meetings, the club have met twice previously, on each occasion in the UEFA Champions League knockout phase, with Arsenal prevailing in both ties. The first meeting was in 2005-6 semi-final, Arsene Wenger's Arsenal defeating Manuel Pellegrini's Villarreal 1-0 in the first leg at Highbury in the club's final home European encounter at the stadium, thanks to a Colo Torre strike before drawing 0-0 in Spain. Goalkeeper Jens Lehmann saving a late penalty from Juan Roman Requilme to take the Gunners into their first and yet only UEFA European Cup final, which would they lose 2-1 to Barcelona. 3 years again, the clubs met again with the same managers in the quarterfinals, and once more the English side prevailed, Wenger's side cruising 4-1 on aggregate. Those two campaigns made Villarreal's sole ventures in the UEFA Champions League knockout phase. They were also defeated by English opposition on their last appearance in the UEFA Europa League semi-finals, going out to Liverpool in 2015-16, which made their all-time record against Premier League opposition in two-legged ties, winning 1 and losing 3. Their only victory coming in first of those against Everton in the 2005-6 Champions League third qualifying round. Villarreal's overall record against English clubs is winning 4, drawing 6, losing 5. At home, it is winning 3, drawing 4, losing 1, with Man City the only visitors from England to defeat them at the Estadio de la Ceramica, winning 3-0 in their 2011-12 UEFA Champions League group stage. Arsenal, in contrast, won their most recent UEFA Europa League semi-final against Spanish opposition. Emery overseeing a comfortable aggregate win over his former club Valencia in 2018-19. Arsenal have won 12 of their last 35 UEFA fixtures against Spanish opposition, and won just 3 of their last 16 fixtures against Spanish hosts, most recently against Valencia in the second leg of that run to the final, which we did lose in Baku. In terms of trivia and links and things like that, obviously UNAI EMERY is one. Another one is Villarreal midfielder Francis Coquelin was in Arsenal's books from 2008 to 2018, 10 years at the club, making 160 appearances. Juan Foyth on loan at Villarreal, Arsenal's North London club rivals Tottenham Hotspur, while Etienne Capoue was also from Tottenham. Alberto Moreno was a Premier League club player for Liverpool, and there are 3 Spaniards in Arsenal squads, including Hector Bellerin, Pablo Mari, Dani Ceballos, and Martin Odegaard, who's on loan at Real Madrid. Ceballos and Villarreal's Alfonso Pedreza were members of Spain's 2019 UEFA Under-21 European Championship winning squad. And yeah, that is about it. And the last one is, this is Arsenal's 50th match in the UEFA Europa League group stage to final. Their record is winning 13, drawing 8, losing 9. They're a high scoring English club in this competition with 108 goals, 5 more than Tottenham. So that was long, but hopefully that gives you a bit more insight. We have a good little bit of history of Villarreal, obviously going back to 2005-6, but as I said, this is very big for us now. This is the business end of this competition, and we really have to make this count, because The thing is, if we do lose the semi-final, a lot more heads will turn in terms of Arteta, and maybe he could get the sack come the summer. But let's think about this logically. We are 3 games away from the Champions League, 2 semi-finals, a possible final. Now, obviously, we can't control what happens in the other semi-final with Manchester United and Roma, but obviously it could be an all-English final. Last one we did lose against Chelsea, unfortunately. But again, this is huge for us. Absolutely huge. For Arteta to get another trophy, for us to get into the Champions League so we can have those funds to sign all those players we want to sign, and that would be huge for us as a football club. And hopefully we can get past Villarreal, but the thing is, they've got not great players. Look, their midfield is run by Etienne Campou and Francis Coquelin. They're pensioners. Come on. 1 or 2 good players in Pau Torres at centre back, and they've also got Paco Alcacer, Alberto Moreno. They're half decent players they've got, so it's not going to be all easy. But again, they've got a good manager who knows how to do it in these competitions. He's not lost his last 21 two-legged ties in the Europa League. He's brilliant, he knows how to do it, and he did it with us as well in those some of those two-legged ties to navigate his way past the likes of, I think it was Red Star, Napoli, Valencia, Rennes as well in between that. So come on, we need to be getting past. On paper we are the better side, but again, we've been absolutely shocking, haven't we? But it is what it is, and yeah, that's about it. So starting off with the lineup, I haven't changed this, but it is Matt Ryan in goal, as you can see here. It's Matt Ryan. I forgot to change it, but yet from here I forgot to change it, but it is going to be Matt Ryan in goal for me. Simple reason being, Leno hasn't been good enough and needs a dropping because he's been shocking recently, and he needs to get out the firing line. The back four is going to, for me, remain the same as we did at the weekend. Callum Chambers, Rob Holding, Pablo Mari, Granit Xhaka. I think we've really got no one else best to put there. As Granit Xhaka was at fault for that goal, but I think that backline's been doing well together, and it would be weird to change it. Cedric hasn't been great at left back even. Xhaka's been okay, and I think that's the predicament we're in that position at the moment, so there's nothing much more we can do about it. And Pablo Mari and Rob Holding have been doing well together, so no reason to change that. Moving into the midfield, Mohamed El Neni and Thomas Partey for me. I could see a case for Dani Ceballos, but I think we do need to be a bit conservative. They do have a good counter-attack, Villarreal, and there's a reason they've got to the semi-final. They've been brilliant throughout this competition. They easily put away Salzburg and the 2 Dinamo clubs, as I said in the trailer. So I think we need a bit of El Neni in there if Partey is going to venture forward, because he likes to do things like that. And let's just hope Partey doesn't do anything too stupid, because he does give away the ball a lot, especially recently, and stopping the greatest seasons from him. But hopefully he can put in a big European performance, because we know he can show some of those performances like he did against Liverpool in the Champions League. So yeah, number 10, Martin Ødegaard. He did play 20 minutes against the last game he played against Everton, so hopefully he'll be back again 6 days to have a little rest, and I'll put him back into the starting 11. A lot of our attacks have been dictated by him, and he's been brilliant for us this season when he has come in since January. I'm going to take Smith for a while. I haven't been so impressed with him recently that much. If I'm honest, since the Slavia Prague game, I haven't seen much of him, and I think I'm going to put Martin Ødegaard there, but we could have him as an option off the bench, so that's very good. Right hand side, Bukayo Saka. Some may say give him a break, but it's our biggest game of the season. We can't take any risks here for me, because the Premier League is done, so what we're saving him for? So I think we have to put him in here. And yeah, again, a lot of our attacks are dictated by Saka, so hopefully he can put in a brilliant performance as he always does. Left hand side, Nicola Pepe. He's been pretty brilliant for us recently, and hopefully he can put in another good performance, especially in the Europa League, because he has been really good for me in the Europa League. He scored a lot of goals, a lot of assists as well, especially in the group stage when he wasn't playing as many Premier League games. So I'll go Pepe on the left. Up front as a main striker, Gabriel Martinelli. That is his main position, and for me, I think Aubameyang and Lacazette are going to be fit for this one. And Nketiah I wasn't impressed with. Balogun, I think it's too big a game for him to start. So I think the only viable option for me to start this game is Martinelli. And I think he brings a lot of energy and a lot of urgency, because that's what we didn't see against Everton. That's what we didn't see against Fulham for most of the game. And I think Martinelli does bring that for us. And he just makes a lot of things fluid. And I think with Ødegaard and Saka and Pepe behind him and around him, I think that would work very well for us. And I'll go Martinelli. And I think Aubameyang might make it back for this game, so that's good. So we'll have the likes of Smith Rowe on the bench, maybe Balogun, maybe Willian. So a half-strong bench, I guess, but it won't be the greatest. Maybe a Ceballos if we need him for a Noni, I don't know. But I think the main one is about Matt Ryan. I forgot to put his there, sorry about that one. But yeah, that's about it for that. Predicted score, I'm going to go with 1-0 to the Arsenal. I think we will go with the intention of trying to sit back and maybe trying to nick one. Because their team isn't so great and our team is much better on paper, I think we can get a 1-0 win clean sheet. I know we haven't been the greatest at clean sheets, but we have been getting a few of them recently. I think the one against Slavia, especially in Europe. So hopefully we can get a good win away from home. Try get the away goal so we can come back to the Emirates and defend the lead, because obviously if we don't, it's going to be very difficult for us, especially if Villarreal do come all guns blazing at the Emirates. And it'd be annoying if Emery did knock us out at the Emirates, wouldn't it? The same, because it was Frankfurt in the Europa League where he got sacked. It was his last game, so that would be hilarious if he got Arteta sacked. But yeah, UNAI Emery. It's going to be a very interesting one, isn't it? So if you have enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe, and also leave your thoughts in the comment section. I'm going to do agree with the predicted score, the lineup. Do you think we should be dropping Bert Lennon, going with Matt Ryan for our biggest game of the season? Do you think Lennon should be taken out of the firing line? Would you sell him as well? And everything else in the team, would you start Smith Rowe or Nenny? Because this is it for us. Premier League's dead in the water, and this is all we got left. So thank you guys so much for watching. See you guys in the next one. Bye bye.